In this video, I'm going to prepare a logo for getting ready for screen printing. Michael sent me this Photoshop file here. I'm going to open that in Photoshop. And the first thing I need to do is separate the colors. And there's many ways to do this, but I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to use this magic wand tool, and I'm going to select everything that is this orange color or red. I'm going to select all of that, and I'm going to hit the E key for erase. This smart object must be rasterized before proceeding. Okay. And now I have this erase tool. I'm going to erase the red there. And then I'm going to select this red, and then I'm going to hold down Shift, and it gives me the little plus sign there so that I can add more selection. I'm going to hold down the E key for erase. And then I still have these selected. I'm going to hit Command D, deselect. So now I have just the black. And what I want to do is save this. I'm going to go to File, Save As, Toyo logo, and I'm just going to rename this. I'm just going to put BK for black. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And the way I do this, I'm going to go to Window, History, and I want to go back to the beginning, because now I want to erase all of the black to separate the red. I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to use my magic wand tool, select all of the black, hit the erase, convert to rasterize, erase all the black, hold down my E key for erase. Now I'm going to hit Command D for deselect. So when we're screen printing, the press may not line up perfectly. So when I say trapping is that I want to make the image slightly bigger so the ink will overlap, making it easier to register. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to double click on this layer here and go to my layer styles, and I am going to click stroke. And so I have stroke selected. I'm going to click here, and then what I have is a 3-pixel stroke. And I'm going to save that. So this is what will be the overlap. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the black that I created, which is right here, and I'm going to bring this into the file. Drag it over and drop. So with the opacity here, I can see how much overlap I created, that 3-point overlap. So if I zoom in here, we can see that this black is going to overlap by 3 points there. Now we don't want to print our transparency red because we want our transparent to be as dark as possible. So when we burn screens, it will block out as much light as possible. So I'm going to go to my paint bucket, and I'm going to paint all of this red black. So we have the two different layers. This is our black layer. I'm going to zoom in again and turn on both layers. And I'm going to lower the opacity on this layer as well to see how much trapping we have. Any of this black darker line is indicating overlapping ink. And I think a 3-point stroke is going to give us a lot more leeway. So what I'm going to do is bring the opacity back up on both of these. Basically, we just get a black dot. It looks like I need to fill in some black there. I'm going to go over here to my paint bucket, paint that black and that black. Okay, now we have our color separations. And then I will print this separate from this, and that will be our two colors with a 3-point trapping for screen printing.